Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome back to the Mario Party Superstars playthrough. Today we're going to be doing board number 4, which means after this weekend we only have one board remaining. This has been moving way too fast, but let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so Koopa Troopa is getting excited. We know how to play. Let's pick our characters. So, I was thinking long and hard about this, and I think I know what the characters are going to be for the final board. I want Birdo, DK, and Luigi to be on the final board because they've been the winners of all the games so far. Which, kind of leaves just one character to play as. And I'll be picking that character next week. That kind of leaves 4 other characters. And of those characters, I guess I'm playing as Mario. But we're also going to have Peach, Daisy, and Waluigi. As usual, we're going to make them hard. That most definitely came out wrong. I don't care. And we're going to be going to Woody Woods, the only board of Mario Party 3 that's in this game. Which is kind of a shame because I wouldn't say Woody Woods is really one of my favorite boards in Mario Party 3. I think I would have much rather seen Chilly Waters, Deep Bloober Sea. Hell, even Waluigi's Island would have been kind of a chaotic board to have in this game as well. And even Creepy Cavern, I think that would have been neat to see. And of course, I mean, Spiny Desert's my favorite board in Mario Party 3, alongside, like, Waluigi's Island. So, yeah, kind of a interesting choice in Woody Woods, I've got to say. But, yeah, that's the board they chose, and that's the board we're going to be playing on today. So once again, I'm going to do 20-turn game, bonus stars on, minigame help on, handicap off, all types of minigames, and yeah, let's go. I guess what I was trying to get at there was just that Woody Woods probably would have not been my first choice. Probably would have been my last choice, if I'm being honest. But that's just me. We've made it. This is Woody Woods. If you don't watch your step, this forest will send you around in circles. You see, long ago, these woods were the site of a battle for the title of Superstar. But it ended without a clear victor. And that brings us to today. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. No, once-in-a-millennium. We'll see about that. Chart a course through this twisty forest. Show us what it means to be a superstar. But now that we're here, I've got some business to take care of. Yeah, you go run your banks. And it's very important to run banks on this board, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But yeah, Toad's going to be in charge. Let's go ahead and hear the layout of this board. Keep your eye on the signposts, but beware, they change directions. One of the trees here is friendly, so seek it out. You might even get a nice surprise. As you venture into the woods, be careful. I don't like the look of that other tree. It's like a maze in here. I just hope you don't get lost. Okay, so that's pretty much the rundown. I'm going to be going last today because why not? But hey, it's not how you start. It's how you ultimately get all the stars in the world and then become the superstar. And Toadette is actually not too far from the beginning. I want to say that on the beginning of these boards, the boards where, like, Toadette actually moves around, I want to say that her first location is always the same. Because I think that she ends up being there... Well, actually, no, I think it's actually the path behind her. I don't know, there seem to be, like, a couple of star spaces that are generally more common to be the first star space than others. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this going.
Here we go.
So yeah, Woody Woods, I mean, to be honest, I don't remember too much about the original board. The original board is just kind of like a little forgettable to me, if I'm being honest. But as far as I remember, there aren't like a huge number of changes. But there are some interesting changes that are worth mentioning, and I'll get to that in just a minute when it becomes my turn. But yeah, this board works kind of like Luigi's Engine Room from Mario Party 1. You'll have these intersections that have signposts that will switch every single turn. Let me go to the surrounding area. Yeah, this intersection right here. Every turn, it'll switch. You can also hit these event spaces to change the direction, which doesn't really do much if you land on it. If anything, it just assures that you're going in whatever direction. Because if it's going right and you land on here, it'll turn left, and then the next turn it'll turn right again. So, you know, it's basically, oh, you're still going to go that way. So keep that in mind whenever you're trying to land on those. Yeah, there's one there's one here, and then I believe there's also one this way as well. Yep, you have these happening spaces in front of the trees. If you land in front of the good tree, you have a choice between getting coins or getting another dice block. And then up here, you get the chance of losing coins or getting a reverse dice block. Now, one thing that I do want to mention about this board is, if you notice on the screen here, there are 3 banks. There's a bank here, there's a bank here, there's a bank all the way on the right. So yeah, there are 3 banks to contend with. One of the banks in the last board was actually over here, and then there were only 2 in Mario Party 3. But they decided to change one of them over here, and then also make another one right below it, or right above it, depending on which one you know, classify as which. But yeah, so there's 3 banks here. Down here, there's an item shop, which in the original game, this was actually one of the places where you could change the directions of the sign through the Monty Mole. The Monty Mole is still up here, though, but the one on the bottom gets turned into a item shop. And the final thing worth mentioning are actually the skeleton key gates. They actually work in reverse from what they did in the original game. So, in the original game, when you got to this point right here, you could go down and get on this path. But in this game, it's, you know, the opposite. So, interesting change. I don't really know why they did that, but that's kind of what they decided. And I think it's the same with this skeleton key door as well, where I think you could go back here if you open the door. But now it's like you go north through the door to get here. But yeah, those are all the main changes of this board. There might be some other changes in terms of, like, general, like, space layouts, and also just, you know, certain spaces that were, you know, not in Mario Party 3 that are in this game. So, that's basically it. Pogo Go-Go. I know we've played this already, but I don't think I was the one player before, so this is going to be a little interesting. Okay, I got Peach. I almost got... Okay, I did get Daisy. Yes! Okay, good. Whew! I was getting concerned there when I looked at the timer and saw I had less than 10 seconds, but thankfully Waluigi didn't have too much left of his run. I'm actually glad I won that minigame, since I'm the only one who didn't get an item on the last turn, so I'm kind of disappointed about that. So yeah, all the directions have turned to the left. I think there's also an item shop right here, or... No, it's not here. That wouldn't have made sense, because there's like another item shop, like, on the bottom left part of the board. And Waluigi getting another item. This little circle is like kind of a good way, because there are a lot of item spaces in this little section, so if you're really trying to get an item, you can honestly do something like this to kind of stall for time. Especially if you don't have enough money for the star, like all of them do. So let's go ahead, roll a 4. Oh, there is an item shop right there. Well, they actually have 2 item shops, like, really close to each other. I guess I was getting this board confused with Horrorland, but Horrorland also has an item shop near the beginning, so... I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yo, we got Hammer Slammer from Mario Party 2. The item minigame of Spaceland. And I think that means we've actually played all the item minigames now. I mean, I don't have them on my list anymore. It's really just Winner's Wheel, Bobbing Balloons, Swinging with Sharks, Hammer Slammer, and Row Out the Barrels. So that's pretty much all that we have in this game. Money Belts, another 1 versus 3 game. Thankfully, I'm on the team of 3 this time, although I don't think Waluigi's going to really mess up too much up there. In fact, I'm the one that almost messed up. Wish you would stop laughing, though. It's not that funny. Money Belts is not that funny of a game, Waluigi. You're having too much fun. Okay. Unfortunately, Waluigi got the lion's share of coins there, but... I mean, getting 11 coins isn't too bad. If I want to, I can decide whether or not I want to go north up through that door. The problem is, that doesn't really help me get closer to the star, but, no, it really doesn't do that at all, actually. So Peach is going to buy a custom dice block, a very good choice. I was probably going to consider buying one of those myself. This is a board where I think that you definitely want to aim for trying to land on the good woody spaces. Because not only can that be like an additional like amount of movement, but it's also you know, a way to get coins if you're kind of lagging behind on that too. So using a custom to directly land on those spaces can give you, honestly, a lot more movement than you would expect you can get. And then also it can just get you more coins for the coin game, get you more spaces for the movement game. So it's a very strategic part of the board, I guess you could say. I do want to look and see what's behind here, though. So if I go over there, I'll land on a blue space. And if I go to the right, I'll land on a blue space. Very exciting, riveting gameplay. Let's just go this way. Follow the normal path. Even though it's likely... Daisy's likely gonna probably get the star. Or Waluigi, I guess either or, honestly, could get the star at this point. Okay. Time to use my defensive strategy to my advantage. Okay, no, turn around. Turn around! There we go. Oh, man. Daisy was trying to swerve me there a bit, but did not want her to have that.
Here we go.
Okay, so Peach gonna use the custom. I don't know why Computer players just suck at using customs. They just don't really use them in the optimal way. That's just kind of common knowledge at this point. She could have used that dice to get on one of the happening spaces and moved even further. Or, you know, at the very least got some coins, since I know she doesn't have enough coins for a star yet. Nope, she decided, oh, I'll just land on this blue space right before all these good happening spaces. Yo, that's a good roll. That's actually a very good roll. How much? Okay, I can move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait, no. Hold on, I miscounted already. Okay, I'm gonna land on the red space, but that's fine. Oh, wait, no, I'm gonna land on the blue space. I miscounted. You know what? I'm actually, since I'm not going to land on the custom, I'm going to go ahead and just get a triple dice. Because getting a 10 with a triple dice should be more than doable. The odds are generally in my favor. Now watch as I completely don't get that at all. But we'll see what happens. What goes up? Very, very appropriate minigame, because I actually talked about this minigame recently. Go watch my Mario Party 6 minigame ranking video to get more information. But yeah, this game is pretty much the same. Keep in mind that if you're very used to Mario Party 6's version, is, you know, obviously the jumping and movement will feel a bit different in this game because of the different engine and everything. But, I mean, you pretty much play it in the same way. And unfortunately, they don't have the nighttime version of this game. And there was actually a potential to use that, because, I mean, Horrorland does have the day and night gimmick. But I can understand why it wasn't included, because, again, it would just be a difficult minigame to include because of the nature of it. But yeah, as you can see, you can also get a new record for this game as well. I think Waluigi's gonna win. Oh, I actually got third. Damn, Peach just barely beat me. Yeah, if I didn't have that long fall in the previous section, I probably would have been able to win, but... what can you do? Oh, I know one thing you can do. You can just play better. Play better, me. It's fine. I wouldn't say I'm, like, really crazy about that game. It's alright, but... It's very punishing when you lose, or when you just mess up in general. So yeah, Peach is gonna be a little bit of a evil witch to me. Trying not to get too mad at her because, even though that was kind of annoying and kind of a dick move, quote-unquote, that slow shroom or poison mushroom is not going to have any effect on me. Because, thankfully, I have a triple dice, and that will completely overwrite the poison mushroom. I kind of wish that one thing they would have... Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. That might just be for that specific intersection. Yeah, I believe it's just for that intersection, so the other one won't change. Daisy will get a hidden block, though, that has, thankfully, not a star. There we go. But yeah, the intersections, they're only for the happening spaces at the intersections. They're only for that sign. They don't switch all of the spaces, just this one at the sign they're at. But yeah, let's go ahead and use the triple dice. As I was saying, I think one thing they probably should have done, instead of just straight up canceling the effect, it should have maybe like you use the item, but you also don't get the item. You just get your normal dice block. I think that would have probably been a better way to utilize that, but that's just me. Okay, here's the forest shop. The items on this shop are a bit different than the items on the other shop. You can get a plunder chest, which is pretty good. You can get a frickin' chomp call, which the AI love buying chomp calls, as I think I've mentioned before. If I haven't, they're a fan favorite of this item. It won't be apparent in this board as much because I don't think you can buy them anywhere else, but on the next board, they'll be going out of their way to get chomp calls for sure, so just be ready for that. I'm just going to get a mushroom, increase my movement a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be going the right way, but to be fair, we don't know where the star is going to end up, so it could end up being the right way. We'll have to see where she goes. Looks like she's going over there. Which, that's kind of in the right direction of where I'm going. I don't know if I can actually get to that intersection. No. I mean, it is going to go that way, though. Because, yeah, it's going to switch, and then next turn we'll switch it back. So, yeah, I'll be able to go there. The only thing is, Waluigi could get to the star before I have a chance to get it, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Man, we're getting a lot of repeats. There's still a great number of mini-games we haven't played yet. One thing I haven't really mentioned with this game compared to Mario or Super Mario Party, this is one of the, I think, the best changes of this game compared to Super Mario Party. Repeats are much less common in the same game. So, like, Super Mario Party had an issue where if you played a minigame one turn, 2 turns later you could be playing the same minigame again. And that always bugged me about Super Mario Party, because it's like, there's so many more minigames. Why do you have to, like, force minigames that we've already played? Which I always thought was just a very weird aspect of that game. It honestly feels like they actually programmed it in this game where that won't happen as much, and I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, it's much less common to see repeats in the same board, the same game playthrough. They can still happen, but if they do, it'll probably be like, you know, you get a game on like turn 1, and then maybe you'll see it again in like turn 25 in like a 30-turn game. Maybe the odds aren't that crazy, but still, it's about that for the most part. And I like that. I really like that. I think that's good that they actually made it so, you know, you can actually play multiple mini-games in one game as opposed to like playing one game like 3 or 4 times. Okay, looks like Peach got the coin fruit. Okay, he's gonna... Oh no, he's gonna ensure that he gets the star. I mean, I guess that... What?! I swear, computers do not know how to use the custom dice block. They do not know how to use the custom dice block. I mean, hey, it's gonna help me, I guess, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, Daisy went this way. You're gonna likely see her buy a chomp call. You are very likely going to see that. Okay, so all I have to do is get a 1, and I'm good. Wow, cutting it really close there, dude. Oh, damn it, we get chance time. No, I don't want to change it. I don't think there's a reason to change it. Okay.
You got a star.
So I have 2 stars already. And Toadette's gonna go to the left. Oh, I think Peach is gonna get that one. She's like right there. I could be mean with this chance time.
Dance time.
One, 2, 3. 1, 2. Damn it. Okay, good. Well, I just gave Peach more money for no reason. I wanted to see if I could get myself. I don't think this is as easy to time as it is in Mario Party 1. But you can still time it. I've had success with trying to time it myself. You just have to be like really, really accurate. And sometimes the faces kind of blend together a little bit too. So you have to look out for that. Oh boy. Here's another game that's part of the why the hell would they bring this back category. We have Hide and Sneak from Mario Party 3. It's a luck-based minigame. The single player tries to find the other 3 players in 3 rounds. The players pick an obstacle to hide behind. It'll remove 1 obstacle every turn. If you're playing with human players, and if 2 human players make it to the last round, obviously the strategy there is just communicate with each other and say, hey, I'm going to move here, you go to the other one. Which we can't really do, but it's going to come down to what Peach is going to choose. I have no idea. I'm going to go for Bush. Yes, thank you. Okay, we won. Still hate that minigame. Still luck-based. Oh, boy. And besides, Peach got a lot of coins that last turn thanks to me, so she doesn't need any more. Neither does Waluigi, though, so I'm gonna want to take away those coins as quickly as possible. I think there's only 1 Boo in this level. It's the Boo in the north, so it's gonna be a while till we get over there.
Here we